Hey, how you guys doing out here? James Harper with another episode of Real Talk with Real Men. I got D-Mac, I got Kyle, and today we are talking about baby mamas.
Mothers of the children.
Mothers of the children.
Mother what?
Dealing with I don't even know, man. If I'm being honest with you. Dealing with the BS.
The harmony.
Dealing with the harmony.
The BS, the harmony.
You know, dealing with the
Dylan.
yeah.
Sound kind of, you know.
Right.
I almost say Dylan.
What's another word? What's another word?
Creating healthy relationships.
Coexisting.
Coexisting. Okay,
Coexisting.
yeah, there we go. Trying to think of my situation from last time we did this episode. This is actually part 2. We're doing this episode.
Okay.
And I have to say we're doing a lot better than we were.
Yeah.
Communication's on point.
Nice.
Since the divorce papers and everything got filed, you know, we're sticking to the parenting plan is what they call it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's been really great because
good to hear.
I really don't talk to her. She doesn't really talk to me. She does her own thing, and then I do my own thing, and then we switch off with the kids, and kids are healthy, and so I would say the biggest thing for me was just swallowing pride, man.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, I think that's kind of the biggest thing when it comes to baby mamas, just swallowing pride. You know, just. You know, every now and then you might have to take the L, but that L is for the kids, so it's not so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every now and then it's like, okay, I'm not taking this L. Like, you need to get your shit together. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then that always causes riff-raffs and everything. So it's more or less a way of talking to each other. That's a big thing.
Are you guys polite?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
So some motherfuckers can't do that.
You know what I mean?
Though.
Yeah, we're polite.
Some
Like,
people
she'll
can't
call
do
us
that.
like, shit.
Hello.
Hello. You know, and then I actually try my best not to bother her when it comes to when I have the kids or whatever, because I honestly believe like when I have the kids on my week, whatever it is, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. But then I know there's certain things that she can't deal with when it comes to the kids and things of that nature. So it's like I have to answer the phone. There's no I'm just block her for a week when I don't have the kids, so I don't have to hear from her kind of shit. Yeah, being polite, being cordial, making every exchange good for the most part. There's no quarreling or anything like that.
Good.
So a lot of positive progress.
Yeah, a lot of positive progress.
That's what's
Hopefully the
right.
next time we do this episode, I can say, oh man, we're like best friends and all this other stuff, and we go out to dinner and
It's possible.
You don't have to do
Keep
that.
hoping.
It could
Keep
be
hoping.
nice.
well, I was never good on dinners in the first place. So, for the advice for the guys that are watching with the baby mamas, what's the best advice you guys could give them, other than the stuff that I just said?
Don't argue. Yeah, that's the first thing. Do not argue. I mean, she's gonna win regardless. Like the argument is lost. Once it gets to a yelling, once you say something back, you lost already. So like, I mean, because it's gonna just become a back and forth match.
Right. You
And
might
it's just
lose
gonna dig
the
deep,
point of what you
deep
even
into
argued
at.
a abyss that nobody wants to go into. You know,
Right.
you want to keep it at ground level. Like if y'all can't keep communication at ground level, then maybe we should kind of like keep it stagnant. Like we're just gonna pass the kids off for a little bit until we able to kind of. Because you forced to talk to them once the kids is passed off. Because like you said, there's gonna be situations where I got to speak to her. Hey, this is going on, but you don't want to bother them as much, like you said. But at the end of the day, you're gonna eventually speak to them. So with those conversations, it can kind of ease it into bringing it to a ground level. Because a lot of the situations get torn to bits because of arguing, and it really don't even be about what the kids got going on. It's
Right.
It's
It's
more-
nothing about what the
it's
kids
nothing
going
about
on.
what the kids
Pettiness
going on.
between the two adults involved.
And then
And that's what's unfortunate.
And then another thing, don't do the competition thing.
Yeah.
Like once it gets to the okay, we not speaking, but we are exchanging the kids. Don't do the competition thing like, oh, your mama don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
I do
we
more
hear
of this.
I bet
Yeah.
you do. don't try to become like the most fun parent or none of that. You know, don't be light on the kids in a certain way because you know the mama gonna have them. She gonna discipline them in a way that she gonna have to, and she still gonna have the fun and all that. But you don't have to be like, oh, I'm the fun person. I'm not gonna whoop you. I'm not gonna. Not saying that you're just supposed to just spank your kids, but I'm just saying like when it comes to discipline, don't lean on it because you want to be the fun parent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fall into that, and it be but that's when you bringing the kids into the situation. You don't want to bring the kids into something that they don't have to be in. You know, they want to. I mean, even if y'all not together, they should still have a good relationship with both of y'all without being judgmental because of one person doesn't like this person or that.
And bad mouthing them in a way.
There you go.
You don't have to do that to the children. Just
from my angle, I would just say keep it at ground level. And number one, no arguing. No arguing.
No arguing if you can, but I would say to the guys that are going through baby mama trauma.
Yep, baby mama.
And the motherfucking, you know, you just find it difficult to work things out, co-parent and do shit. Be honest with yourself, be accountable with yourself, and stop doing a lot of bullshit. Because that's for the man and the woman. But when you the man, you stand up and be the leader of, I'm going to stop doing the bullshit, which is, if you lying about shit, quit lying about shit. The bitch keep finding out that you lying. So why you keep lying? Bro, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers lying just a goofy ass way. Like, I got shit on my phone and then I let her find it. And
but she got the receipts already.
That's crazy.
The
shit is, the thing that kills me sometimes is, oh, you checked my phone and you shouldn't have did that because you found out some other shit. But it's like, that negates you doing the wrong to begin with. Don't do the negative thing or the bad thing that your significant other would be upset about in the first place.
From the jump.
Or let them know about that type shit. But that's the part of being honest. If you know you fucking up or you doing something less than coming with 100% trying to do the right thing in a righteous way, be honest about the shit and stop that and cut that out and hold yourself accountable. And that way the other person can hopefully hold themselves accountable in those ways and say, well, hey, he ain't on bullshit. He ain't been doing the petty games, the petty stuff that comes in between a co-parenting relationship of, I don't answer the phone when you need type shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not providing the right amount of money that you need, or I'm not watching the kids and taking care of them when it's my time to, the way that it needs to be done appropriately. Stop doing that dumb shit because you know you should be. You know that this is your obligation to do it the right manner and to the best of your ability. Just start doing that. And then communicate politely with some level of respect. And I think it's very hard for motherfuckers that really don't come from a environment of professionalism. Yeah. Like, hey, I talk to my mother like with yes ma'am, yes sir to my father. I don't, speak out of turn. I speak when spoken to type shit. If people don't come up with those constructs of this is how we behave and have etiquette when talking to different levels of authority and people in our social sets, it's hard for them to find the rules and the restraints to talk to someone when you're upset with this female who you might have intimate relations with. All you know how to do is argue. Yeah. All you know how to do is argue, and the only way to argue is to get louder than you.
Treat like a woman.
That ain't gonna work. Because if she doesn't know how to communicate any better than you, all y'all gonna do is scream at each other. You both may have a little bit of right on your side. He's right about this and she's right about that. But if you ain't gonna communicate about the shit, you're just gonna have a grudge in between yourselves, and you're not getting any closer, and you're not making the relationship any better for yourselves or for the children. Because the children soak all that stress. Regardless of what you think that you're hiding or keeping from them, the motherfuckers hear it. They know about it. Yeah. They're very aware of it. And if you're not talking to them about it, then you're just doing them a disservice because they just don't know what the hell is going on, and you're not going to give them any information about it.
You can't let them repeat that cycle. You're talking about seeing a woman not being treated like a woman, and then they grow up seeing like, okay, well, I seen my mom.
I don't have to do too much. I'm not responsible for too much outside of myself.
So now when I grow up, I just figured this is how life is supposed to go. Older.
It's no big pressure to do it the right way if I can escape by doing shortcuts.
Yeah.
I would say one of the added things that kind of makes the relationship with me and my ex-wife good is the structure that we have. You know what I mean? I think with a lot of, people dealing with baby mamas and things of that nature, they don't have a lot of structure on what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, hey, I picked the kids up at this particular time. I dropped them off at this particular time, and we all know what the hell goes on with this and that. So there's no surprises. There shouldn't be any conflicts or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like if brothers would have more structure when it comes to their baby mamas, like, hey, this is what I give you, this is what I don't give you, this is what allow this, allow that. I think it helps a lot with dealing with those types of situations, because then there should be no back and forth. Well, oh, you're supposed to give me this, you're supposed to be here at this time, or any of this other shit.
Right. You're involved in a working plan.
Yeah, if you have everything all structured out, then there should be any, conflicts. Yes. Or I should say it should cut down on a lot of conflicts.
Yes, it should. If two adults are working reasonably towards the same goal, which is taking care of the kids, making sure that the kids enjoy themselves when they're in your company, making sure they're learning when they're going to school type shit. If you're paying attention to the basic rules of what you should be living by, it should be falling into place. And if you can be polite when communicating with the other person, I'm not worried about who you fucking now, what you did last weekend. If my child isn't looking at you fucking passed out on the sofa, drugged up, high, and fucking half naked, then I don't care what you do with yourself. As long as you keep that private. Your adult shit should be private, of course. But as long as it's not affecting the kids, I don't care what you do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And as long as we can keep it respectful in that manner, and one thing is dating a lot of people, and that becomes a factor for these younger couples. And I know I experienced it when I was coming up. Your parents start dating new people. Dad's dating a new girl, mom's dating a new guy.
And that's where it starts.
You know what I'm saying? Parents, you know what I'm saying? They start trying to bend a little bit more to appease my new boyfriend. I'm going to bend a little bit more to appease my new girlfriend, and then you start taking the focus off of keeping the relationship.
It's more, I don't want the new guy around my kids, And I've dealt with that. I got stepkids. You know, I'm married. I got stepkids, and but when I first met my wife, when I was just getting with her, it was more of I don't want this guy around my kids because my kids are young. So if he's gonna be around, or if he's not gonna be around, I don't even want him in and out, or I don't want him passing off bad tendencies. Not even knowing who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it was a lot. A lot went on to prove who I am, exactly who I am, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, and I think
but now that they're older, like you see traits of, you know what I'm saying? They know who their father is, but at the same time, they know who I am too. They see this traits of me in them, and vice versa. That, you know what I'm saying? It's a respect level too. You know what I'm saying? I'm respected as their parent is the same way as they respect their own father. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
But everybody's situation really ain't the same, so it get measured differently.
Yes.
But when certain things come into play, like you said, like when that significant other meets somebody else, that's a heavy factor on both ends. Because, like you said, some females, they try to prove like, oh yeah, he's a better guy than what I've already been with. And then, but you got to really put your kids in perspective, because they, you know what I'm saying, they still have a father that they look at like Superman. Yeah. So you don't want to try to belittle this man. You know what I'm saying? So on the other end, females got to end that too. You can't belittle the man that is the father of your children, because what do that say to your children? You know what I'm saying?
That's where you come from.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. So you know what I'm saying? That already just stirs up the bad juju right there. You know? So, it's a lot of cycles that can be broken through not having these egos when it comes to your relationship. Yeah. If you can keep it at, okay, I'm going to respect you as an individual and what you want and enjoy out of life. If I can't provide that for you, I can respect that you're going to go somewhere else with it. But keep it respectful if we got children. If we got children, that doesn't apply to you being the human being that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we have what we have, but that can end. But what we have right here is not going to end. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you go to somebody else or I go to somebody, we're going to have these kids here. Right. So, yeah, I mean, and once that get put first, that's when you can know that, okay,
Right,
I got to
create
carry
that
myself in a
understanding.
certain way,
Yeah.
so I can definitely have respect for my kids first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Go ahead and end the episode there. D-Mac, Kyle, me. See you guys on the next episode. But after that, we're going to answer some questions. See what we got here for this episode. Is hookup culture bad for society? I'm going to just say yes.
Hold on. We gotta elaborate.
That's the question, man. Is
Hookup culture.
Is hookup
like,
culture bad for society?
Like casual dating or casual,
casual,
sex?
like-
well, hookup is sex, so casual sex,
I would say just casual sex.
yes.
Is hookup bad for the culture? Like,
Casual hookup.
it just
Yeah.
it is,
Like,
I mean,
hey, I'm just fucking just to be fucking for
Hey,
the
I'm doing
moment.
this.
I'm not really
I'm doing this
investing
girl,
in
or this dude on this
future or
day. I'm doing
family.
this girl, this dude on this day. I'm doing this girl or
However
dude on
much
this
is your
day.
volume.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
However much is your
Yeah.
volume is your volume, but
Like,
just not dating with the intention of creating family and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hookup culture, I would say it is bad.
it just, yeah. I can't really do it. I can't.
I can't identify a positive of it.
I was trying to find it.
You know what I'm saying? I
was
can't
looking
identify
for
a positive of it outside of you get sexual experience, but that comes with sexual risk. So as long as you
and then
protect
with
yourself,
today, the way
do
today
that.
is, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that hookup culture.
But me, I think a lot of motherfuckers are just irresponsible in the way that they don't have protected sex and lie about it. Don't have protected sex, lie about it, and then fuck other people, multiple people, at the same time in a wild ass time frame. And you just don't, one, know what you're passing as far as virus or contamination, and you don't, one, know if you're a next candidate for pregnancy, basically. So just fucking frivolously, it's like when you don't have any intentions on what comes after, which could be the product of a child or contaminating or contracting a disease or a virus, then
But what about a
you
person
can't
that's
engage
single
in
that
the
just
sex
don't really
act.
want no like relationship, but they just had a fun, but like, yeah, I mean, like
A
what if
person that's
they-
kind of set in
some
their
people
way.
they don't like commitment. Some people
Yeah.
don't like commitment.
Yeah.
So for those that don't like commitment, is that what we speak about the hookup culture?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's hookup culture.
The people that don't like commitment.
I kind of feel like it's unnatural though.
Yeah.
I feel like people naturally like to be with each other, and you only get to a point of where you don't like commitment or you feel resentful about being in a relationship because you had a bad one.
And there's no.
I feel like you only get that way when you have a bad
They
one.
got rid of the traditional ways of dating too, so I think people just confused as fuck.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, it's just all on, like, swipe left, swipe right type shit. So, like, I mean, if we living in that era, like, where's the traditional wine and dine, really try to impress a woman, really, you know what I mean?
You gotta strike
Sweep
out
her
and
off
make
her
those
feet.
opportunities.
Like, I come from an era you had to sweep a woman off of her feet to actually
Yeah.
get the prize. Now it's like this, like, now it's just swipe left, swipe right. You tell me what you into through your bio. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't into that, I'm swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really pertain to that hookup shit. So nah, we're gonna thumbs down. Everybody, we all gonna thumbs down.
Right.
Oh, again, it's funny how I'm asking these questions that actually pertains to the episode. Like, I didn't set this stuff up, I swear. So the next question is how to fix our family structure.
Have the conversations you need if you can have them. If you know you need to talk to moms about some shit, go talk to moms about some shit. You feel like you wasn't wrong, you feel like you were owed an apology, you feel like they should, whatever you feel like, go have a conversation. That's about it, because I deal with this shit all the time in my own personal life. And it's just, conversation can solve and clear up so much confusion and misunderstanding. And if you communicate in a effective way for actually gaining understanding, rather than just to be heard, let me express why you hurt my feelings and why I'm upset. It's all about me, and I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I'm actually trying to understand how you feel and how the things that I'm doing is affecting you. if you go into it with those type of thinking, well, that way of thinking, and are genuine about it, it can remedy and fix a lot of the grudges that you have between yourself and your different relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the shit that we feud about is lightweight, petty shit, less than $50 shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It'd be less than $100 worth of drama, and motherfuckers be like, bro, I'm content with not talking to you for the rest of my life.
Oh shit!
Like and it's like, bro, we've been friends for 10 years, dog. We've been friends for motherfucking 10 years.
Some money
but because you took that motherfucking ketchup, bro, I'm cool with not talking to you for the rest of my life, bro. Because I don't know how to talk to you and say, hey man, that hurt my feelings. And that would it be.
I had fries ready.
Instead of coming to you and say, dog, that hurt my feelings. We think that sounds like a punk, bro. You can't tell a nigga you hurt his feelings because, nigga, you soft then.
I ain't never
But no, that is honest because everybody gets their feelings hurt. A female will hurt your feelings when not returning, you know what I'm saying, the same sentiments or affection. So you don't want to tell that bitch or that lady that keep it that should hurt your feelings, or you feeling fucked up, or you really just don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? You might be in an area where shit, I kind of feel fucked up, but am I mad? Is it something I can let? If you, whatever it is, let it go and articulate it as best you can. Because putting that out into the air lets motherfuckers know what you are trying to do, rather than looking at your actions and trying to make a guess at what you're trying to do. Yeah, I could be doing this shit right here, but if you don't know that I'm trying to make a fucking swirl of a helix in there, you don't know what I look like I'm playing with a cup. So if I don't tell you what I'm doing, you can make assumptions and be totally wrong. Mm-hmm. And we do that with a lot of misunderstandings. We'll think, this is about the time that I hit that nigga in the face. He mad at me because the time that I hit him in the face. Well, nah, it's about some other shit. It's about some shit that happened with that lady, and then that girl, she told him about that shit, and then he saw you. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 other different factors that's not what you're thinking about. And if y'all had a conversation about it, he could tell you, and you could be on the same page and be like, well, damn, that's something lightweight that I can fucking apologize for. Or that's a misunderstanding that I can just be like, man, my bad, bro. I didn't know that this was that way. I wasn't actually trying to do that, actually.
So to elaborate on what you're saying, you just saying like for people to bring back that structure, they need to bring that darkness to the light. True. Like what's truly bothering you.
What's the real issues of why you're fueling it in the first place? Okay. I feel like we do a horrible job, and I say we as black people.
We just patch shit up.
Our fucking, that's silence. My dealings with the people I have problems with.
I've done that myself.
It's just like, pack the shit up, don't talk about it. I'm cool with not talking to you.
That's that barrier with family though, really, too. Because you don't want to disrespect me, but when it gets to that disrespectful level, the only thing to do is just, I'm gonna shut you out. Right. I don't want nothing to deal with you. I can't. Right. I'm not going to your functions. But it shouldn't be
I feel like that just divides the whole fucking family course, over years, because cousins don't get to fuck with each other at that point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have kids and shit. And now, mom and you wonder why you don't even know your fucking Dr. Thunder. Yeah. You took the last Dr. Thunder out the cooler.
Broke my girl and I back in '94.
And now you got family divided, because that's how I am.
Try to offer me.
I got hella cousins that I barely know or talk to because of that.
Everybody had a shirt with me.
Yeah.
Over some shit like that.
Over that silly shit.
Everybody had a shirt but you.
Yeah.
It's 2024 family reunion. You mad about 05.
But that's what it really be. That's what it really be. Those be the problems.
She didn't make you 05.
What's funny is what you're saying is straight facts, man. I really need to fix some shit, man. Yeah. The way you talk, man, I really need to fix some shit. But at the same time, it's most definitely an ego thing for me. Because it's like, I don't want to talk to that motherfucker. I don't want to talk to them. And I don't want to talk to these motherfuckers. I'm better off just over here in my lane. You know what I mean?
Somebody got to bring it to the light.
At a certain point, like if I keep the same way of, okay, I just feel like I don't have to talk, or I don't have to be the person to make the effort, then my son loses out at a certain point. Yeah. Because then he loses connection with whoever that was. Yeah. Whoever that is, because I don't fuck with him. So I'm not going to bring them around if I don't fuck with you. Yeah. And I'm not going to take you around if I don't fuck with them. So then it's like all of a sudden, I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh yeah, that's because we don't fuck with each other.
But at the same time, It's cool to call, like, we gotta realize it's cool to call family out on their bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I look at it like this, like,
who else gonna do it?
Right.
like when they all are on their bullshit, it's like you do talk to people, you actually try to conversate with the people, but they still on that same level of bullshit. It's like how many levels of bullshit do they have to pile up
When
before
they
you're
just
like,
sitting there-
this
But
is
that's
the
when you
last
gotta-
time I fuck with you.
But
you know
that's
what I
when
mean?
you gotta accept them for who they are, and
Right.
you know how to fuck with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying you necessarily gotta stop fucking with them completely, unless they just all the way just
Right.
it out. That's different. But if it's somebody that you definitely could relate to and you had good times with,
Yeah.
I would say just like, okay, this is who you grown into, and I know who you are now.
You set
Now,
your
it don't
ways.
take nothing away from you. I don't love you any less, but I know how to fuck with you now.
Right. When
You
I
know,
can hang out with you.
yeah.
I'm not gonna hang out with you when you
And then,
drink or
and then you
fucking
gotta
up.
realize that's your perspective of how you view them. It may not be even the whole family perspective, so don't try to spread the narrative of who it is because of your perspective. Because some people be like, man, I don't fuck with such, but such and such might be their favorite cousin, your cousin's favorite cousin,
Yeah.
and that may be your favorite cousin.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't fuck with that cousin. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It don't gotta be like that. So don't try to spread the perspective either. But you know, some people be setting their ways as far as
Really
family.
though. It be that.
It be real dysfunctional when you melanated.
Really though. Really.
Oh man, go ahead in there.
Cool.
See you guys next time.
Good night.
Yes, sir.
All right.